Greetings, everyone. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 14 of albums that are 40 years old in 2025. That's right, we're counting back to 1985. Albums that are celebrating their 40th birthdays and anniversaries this calendar year in 2025. We've only got 28 days in the month, so we're picking out our 28 favorites amongst all the great albums released in 85. Today for day number 14. This is the second studio album from this American band, released April 15th. Just about tax day, right? 1985, recorded at Preferred Studios in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, as well as Track Record Studios in Los Angeles, California. Produced by Bill Metoyer and the band for Combat, Metal Blade, and Metal Blade Records. I'm talking about The Skull from Trouble, one of the great American doom bands to come out of the early 80s, right? Taking the influence from Black Sabbath, of course. Probably maybe a little Pentagram, right? Classic metal and things like that. Maybe Rainbow and Zeppelin and all that good stuff. And just a fantastic album with a great cover, too. I always love the cover art here. It's amazing how great these Trouble albums are. Just so good. Doom of the highest caliber, but plenty of classic metal here as well. Fronting the band, of course, the late, great Eric Wagner on vocals. The kick-ass guitar duo of Bruce Franklin, who's a regular watcher of the channel. What's up, Bruce? Rick Wartell on guitars, Sean McAllister on bass, and Jeff Olson on drums. We would have some lineup changes shortly after this album, but of course Wagner, Franklin, and Wartell would stay the core of the band, right, going forward. Also executive produced by Brian Slagle from Metal Blade Records. I really like the production on this album. The guitars are just absolutely lethal. There's just this like distortion on them, but it's just so powerful and heavy and like just there's some weight to it. And some great songs. Of course, Eric's just amazing vocals. Starts off with Pray for the Dead. Great song, killer riff, just fist pumping doom. But most of the stuff, there is some slow stuff on this album, but not a lot of it is like that slow, trudging, constant, dirgy type stuff. There is plenty of that on here, but there are some faster paced songs on here, like Fear No Evil, the second track. That's a little bit more up tempo, right? A little bit faster, pretty good. The Wish is the last song on original Sign One on the vinyl. It's just under 12 minutes long. It's amazing. There's dark atmospheric sections. There's some kind of cool arpeggiated guitars. Then there's the big, heavy, crushing riffage, like Brontosaurus riffs, great lead guitar work. Love the guitar tones. So good. The song, The Wish, just takes you on a journey. Amazing. Over on side 2, you get Truth Is What Is, which kicks it off, one of the shorter tracks on the album. Amazing. Sledgehammer riff. So good, man. It's just like, you talk about some of the great Doom albums and Doom riffs and Doom songs from bands like Sabbath and Pentagram and Candlemass and St. Vitus and, all the other Cathedral, Witchfinder General, all the other bands, we've talked about on the channel about great doom bands, and you gotta include Trouble in this conversation. So many great songs and so many killer riffs, and Truth Is What Is amazing. Wickedness of Man, more of the fast-paced type of stuff, more like classic metal, right? A little touch of doom. Gideon, kind of moody, very cool, great guitar solo on it. And then, of course, The Skull, the title track, closes things out. And again, that's moody, a little slower, but then, man, that killer riff kicks in, and just the great back and forth between the guitarists on that, just so deliciously doomy and evil. Oh, it's just so good. But, the most of the tracks on this album, even though they're heavy and it's doom metal, some uplifting stuff going on here as well. I really like this album a lot, and I hadn't listened to it in a while, and then listening to it, getting ready to do this episode, I was just like remarking on just how great these early Trouble albums are. I often cite like the 1990 self-titled Trouble album as my favorite, but man, it's hard not to consider Psalm 9 or The Skull, the first two records, as some of the greatest Trouble albums ever. Just so good, just so crushingly heavy, and the sound is just like, oh, production just so good for this type of music, right? It just really works here. So yeah, awesome stuff. And yeah, we have no charts or anything like that. You know, Trouble wouldn't start kind of selling more records and appearing on charts for another couple of years, couple of albums. But this definitely is a killer one, and no singles, of course, either. Right? We have Run to the Light comes out in 2 more years. And then, of course, the self-titled debut, and it's really kind of cool to take to go on the ride with Trouble throughout their career. You know, the first two albums are like of a pair. You know, Run to the Light, a little bit different. The self-titled one is more upbeat, kind of stonery, but still doomy. Then you get some like cool psychedelic stoner stuff for the couple albums after that. Just a great band. No matter who's in the band. Like I said, you mainly have the same three guys all the time, or what label they're on, or what year it is. You know, you're getting some high quality metal with Trouble. Just yeah, and I only got to see them once. I saw them open up for King Diamond, probably in like '87 or '88, something like that. And I thought they were amazing. I had never listened to them before, and seeing them up there, I was like, ooh, man, this is right up my alley. Right up my alley. So yeah, that's my pick today. Trouble's The Skull from 1985, their second album. Let us know what you think of this down in the comments below. I've seen a few of you pick it already, so I know we got some fans out there. And list your pick for today, day number 14, and we'll see you tomorrow for number 15, right? That's how it goes. Stay tuned in just a little bit. We've got Martin Popoff and myself at the Funhouse, talking about the 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees, maybe making a little fun of them, and maybe making a lot of fun of them, right? That's coming up in just a little bit. We've got the Professor's Picks later on today. We've got Jamie Laszlo and the review crew doing an all Ohio episode. The whole panel's from Ohio. They're going to be talking about classic albums created in Ohio. That's all coming up tomorrow. And, of course, Sunday I will be with Grant Arthur for two short Ranking the Album shows, double shot of Ranking the Albums on Sunday. We've got Sean and Hammer, Neil Sean and Jan Hammer did two very cool albums in the early 80s. And then we've got the two albums from the Travelin' Wilburys supergroup, which were done, of course, a little bit later on from that. So yeah, we've got both episodes, short ones, just talking about the two albums, how they compare to each other, which one we favor. That's what that's all about. So stay tuned for that on Sunday. Then, of course, we got the Monsters Den coming up next week on Thursday. We're going to be letting you know who wins the Monsters Den Horror Film Hall of Fame 2025. You guys have been voting for the last couple of weeks. We'll let you know who the winners are. And that's coming up on Thursday. So till then, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options all down below. Thank you so much for all your contributions. Greatly appreciated, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.